You're listening to Pop This, the podcast where two women talk about everything pop culture. Here are your hosts, Lisa Christensen and Andrea Warner.
So recently, I had to stay home from work because I had a tooth abscess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was quite bad. And so I'm on antibiotics, which I never remembered to take properly.
Yeah.
Which might be why it came back again. But...
So we've cracked the mystery.
Yeah, exactly.
This is not a mystery intro?
This is not the mystery intro.
Okay.
This is not me speaking out loud going, wait a second. No, and when I said I was on antibiotics, the first thing you said to me, which is what everyone who's on antibiotics has said to them, is, I hope you're eating yogurt.
Well, particularly women.
Yes, particularly women.
It's particular to women for sure.
And then I started thinking again about that whole women in yogurt thing.
Yeah.
What is that? I tried to look it up. I tried to find out what... what is it about women in yogurt?
Well, I just thought it was like one of those things that when the flora gets cleared out of you, like for so long, people tried to encourage, remember how again, I was a little kid, so it didn't really apply to me, but I remember going into like my aunt's bathroom and seeing like Massengill and douche
and Vagisil and
all of these like douche products that were like all about like, making sure your vagina was pure, but then, like, obviously causing greater problems with yeast infections because they had, like, robbed your vagina of, like, the good flora. And that's the only thing I can think of in terms of, like, how people could, like, market specifically yogurt to women is because we've like, all our marketing to women is about ways to, like, strip yourself.
Yeah.
And then have to fix yourself.
Right. Do you think there's a lot of women out there, though, that read all that and hear that and then don't actually eat the yogurt and apply it?
They just apply it topically?
They just apply it.
Topically?
Yeah.
That's the correct
Is that
term?
the...
I mean, I think we can say vaginally, but...
we could.
Yeah. No, I hope not.
I just wondered.
I mean, I don't know how much mystery there is out there for women about their bodies. I think about it,
There's
though,
a lot,
yeah,
I'm sure.
I think about it a lot. I mean, I also think yogurt has been pitched as this, like, low-fat treat. So, like, cottage cheese, low-fat, high-protein.
Yeah.
Women are always supposed to be on diets, so therefore... I mean, like... Let's just get aside from the fact that a lot of yogurts are delicious.
They are. No,
I love yogurt.
Consider myself a yogurt aficionado. I really, really do. Mm-hmm. There's dessert yogurts I like.
Yes.
With mocha in them.
Oh, I like the lemon meringue one.
The lemon meringue. We don't need to see the company unless Liberté wanted to sponsor us. Liberté yogurt, if you're listening, that mocha. But yeah, then there's just I just like a plain yogurt on everything, on almost any food I eat, right?
Oh.
Just about any kind of curry I make, there's yogurt on it.
Yeah.
I have yogurt every morning for breakfast. Mm-hmm. And, no matter how much good work she does, Jamie Lee Curtis will always be the yogurt lady, won't she?
Well, I mean, I think...
Activia.
Before that...
Activia, if you're listening, we're also very keen.
We'll take all your yogurt sponsorships and your Diva Cups. This is a podcast run by all women. Just it's so exciting to just give in to the stereotypes, right? Like, it just to feel good about it. Jamie Lee Curtis for a long time was like, the sort of screaming girl, like the murder girl. Yeah. That was like her first sort of thing. And then she became the sort of like action hero sidekick.
Yeah.
Like, and then master of our bacterial gut. Like, it's not a bad trajectory.
It's not, and I appreciated it because that particular yogurt has another ability.
Yeah, it's really important. To
stay regular.
To stay regular. You know that I think I have said this on this podcast. I am apparently not shy about this information, or at least if I haven't said it before, I'm saying it now. I am a shy pooper.
Oh.
Yeah. Andrea Jin may be dying or throwing up.
If we named our episodes, definitely
Shy
this
Pooper?
one would be Shy Pooper.
For sure. We should start naming them. I mean, I guess normally we sort of think about like what we've talked about. And
I think it's not to be too gross, but I think it's the golden nugget of the episode. That gives the name.
If it's that, then you're doing it wrong. Like, you should not have a golden nugget as your shy pooper. That's terrible. It's just awful. But yeah, so like I'm like super shy. Like,
so you can't go like you can only be at home. You mean? Is that what you mean?
My preference, yes.
So if you're out at a, I'll be honest. I don't think anybody excited about.
Some people are totally fine. I wish to God I had the attitude that I love pooping at work because I'm getting paid to poop. I don't have that attitude, but I know someone who does, and I really admire that.
You know what I really, really hate in the work setting, I gotta say?
Yeah.
Is when it's about 9:30, 10.
Yeah.
And you see one of your male coworkers stick a newspaper under their arm.
It's
then go for that walk.
I have literally
That's
never,
wrong.
And I've never ever seen it not be a guy.
No. Oh my! Could you even imagine? Could you imagine, like, if you saw one of your female coworkers grab the paper, open it to the crossword, ask for a pen, and then slip into the toilet?
Yeah.
I mean, could you even? I mean, I don't want to say that would be. It is bizarre.
I mean, we are conditioned to not even openly carry tampons or pads.
No,
we would never take just a magazine or anything into the bathroom to just have our
I'm
moment.
afraid if you go into the bathroom and say you did have to do something in there, extraordinary. Just, maybe there'd been a little much Activia going on, right?
You accidentally ate 2 cups of Activia.
Well, you go flying in there and you just make it.
Yeah.
And then it's that single stall one.
Oh.
So then you've got to time the exit correctly so that no one comes in right after,
well,
right?
because if someone doesn't make eye contact with you, there's a problem. I always know whenever I have to go to the bathroom at Starbucks, if there's people leaving who refuse to look at you or acknowledge you.
You know what's going on in there.
Yeah.
As a courtesy, if that seems, I just hold my breath so I don't know.
I know. It's really hard though. And I'm not great at holding my breath for long periods of time.
Well, you just don't breathe out your nose. I don't mean you have to
No, I know, but even just you feel it in your mouth. It's disgusting.
Oh.
I hate
you're doing it wrong.
I hate smelling inside someone's butt. Anyway, happy podcast intro to you. This has been amazing.
I don't know if you really got to know us over these 70-odd episodes, but you sure know us now.
Well into our 80s at this point.
Oh, well into our 80s. Is it well into the 80s?
It is.
We should say the number off the top.
No, we shouldn't.
No?
We don't know if we're going to
we don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
so we're up there.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Because, at the very least, we can safely say we're well into our 80s as of this release cycle.
Why did I think it was only in the 70s?
Well, maybe there was a lost 10 episodes somewhere where you were just I wasn't there.
I wasn't there.
Maybe it was
someone else.
Blackout Lisa.
Well, now you do know us was the point of that sentence. That sentence's point was that. I'm happy to welcome you to Pop This, where there won't be any more discussions about yogurt or pooping.
Probably not for the rest of this episode, but in the future, can't.
There will be bodily fluids discussed, though.
There are, there's bodily fluids coming your way. I'm Andrea Warner.
And I'm Lisa Christensen.
And this episode is all about Fatal Attraction.
For a minute, I was going to say, we celebrate the 30th anniversary.
It is the 30th anniversary of Fatal Attraction.
But celebrate.
We
mark
the 30th anniversary.
We mark it.
Yes.
Not
with a knife.
Yeah, no. By rewatching this cinematic classic.
Do we mark it both by cheating on our partners?
That's bad. Don't you know what can happen? Did you not watch this movie? This is less a movie and more a cautionary tale.
This is a cautionary tale in the same way that people were like, no, wait, did you see Get Out? This is a screaming at you cautionary tale.
Exactly.
This movie has more moral panic than almost anything else that I can think of in the late 80s.
So, let's just, for a very, 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 in fact, I feel almost personally challenged to give you a synopsis in as few words as possible, and I think this is quite fun. So, man has nice family. Man is selfish and unappreciative. Cheats on wife, is punished horribly by a sad shrew. And And man wins in the end when his wife chooses to love him despite his flaws.
I mean, she also...
Scene.
A scene, that's it. I'll offer a slight variation on some of those things. I think shrew is harsh.
You don't think this was harsh, the way they showed her?
It's super harsh. That's why I'm saying. Like, I think she's...
Well, shrew in quotation marks.
Yeah, shrew in quotation marks.
All right.
And I also think there's something so interesting to me about the fact that, like, I don't know so much if she chooses to love him, but she certainly chooses not to die at the hands of his mistress.
Yeah, but sorry to skip to the end here.
Yeah.
But after the police leave, she hugs him and they walk together into I might have put a suitcase at the door.
Well,
after I just had to implicate myself in, at least second-degree murder.
My fingers crossed that the scene that we don't see after that is that after she wipes the blood from her body, and goes to have a shower in the other bathroom, that she does pack that suitcase. Because I would like to hypothesize that this is maybe not the first time this man has cheated on his wife.
Oh, I would agree with you 100%.
Pretty smooth at it.
Exactly.
Pretty smooth.
So 1987, Fatal Attraction, starring Michael Douglas and Glenn Close.
Yes.
So Glenn Close, this was a departure for her, from what I've read, playing the sexy femme fatale.
Yeah, she had never played that before, and I guess they thought she was too old and unusual looking to play sexy. And then
which is generally how I think of sexy, is unusual looking. I never really think of, do you know what I mean, though?
And older.
It's odd. And older, like confident is sexy.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, it's too bad they couldn't find any 16-year-olds to take on this role.
Can you imagine, like, honestly, if this movie got remade today, we would be having, what's her face? Blonde Jennifer.
Lawrence?
Jennifer Lawrence cast in the Glenn Close role, 24 going on 38.
Yeah.
And
that's what she played in Silver Linings Playbook.
No, I know.
That's exactly the
so
part she played
to
in.
me. But just like, can you imagine that we have to celebrate the 80s for actually casting women that were 36 to play women that were 36?
Wow, when you say it like that.
I know, right?
Mind blowing.
Like, this is a not mature even. I mean, I'm 38. I don't feel that mature, but I understand by Hollywood standards, I might as well be carrying a cane and having my second hip replaced.
I mean,
I understand.
It's over.
I have nothing to offer the world.
I'm already just a pile of dust. I've already blown away, so you can't even talk to me.
Oh, hey, Crypt Keeper.
Yeah.
Is that you, Lisa? Yeah. We laugh because we don't want to cry.
That's right.
So funny.
So, yes, we have this story starring these two people. So let's just, I want to start actually at the very beginning, because this is the part of the movie that I think I find, there's lots of objectionable things.
Yes.
Very, very objectionable. We will there's a horrible murder and blood and boiling of bunnies. And if any of this is a spoiler to you people, please.
Sorry.
The wrong podcast.
The movie's old.
Yeah, it's 30 years. And if somehow someone hasn't brought up some of these pop culture references, I don't even know who you know.
Yeah,
or what you're watching.
We're sorry.
Yeah, we're sorry for you,
but
mostly.
we're happy to be here with you now.
We are.
Thanks.
We are. And you can pause and go and watch it now if you really needed to.
Yeah.
But we start the movie off, Michael Douglas, in what I think a lot of people would consider to be an idyllic situation. He looks to be kind of working on something. He has this adorable little daughter.
Oh, my God. That kid.
Little Ellen, with her crazy little short haircut.
So cute.
So cute. And their lovely dog.
Yep.
And she is watching a program. And she's like the greatest little kid, just sitting there amusing herself.
She's completely fine.
Your super hot wife is in the bathroom getting ready to go to some boring event that you have to go to.
Yeah.
Because you're some kind of hotshot lawyer.
All of you are in matching white underwear. This is a family that lounges.
Is there some kind of heating problem in the building?
I don't know, but
she's only got this tiny little set of practically Ripley underwear set there.
Yes, but this as a person who is completely as close to naked as humanly possible 2 seconds from opening the door, I relate to this family on some level.
Yeah, so Michael's just got a shirt on for some reason. He looks kind of Tom Cruise.
Yes, he does. They had just watched Risky Business.
Yes, exactly. The little girl's in someone's giant T-shirt. Yep. And then Anne Archer, his beautiful wife, is in some kind of very, very tiny little G-string there and a T-shirt, getting her makeup on to go out to this event. But here's the thing. What we're supposed to be doing is watching a scene in Michael Douglas's oppressive family life. Right?
I remember when you texted me the other day as we were watching this, or as you were watching it, and you were like, am I supposed to feel sorry for him? Is he am I supposed to, like, is he supposed to be oppressed? And I literally wrote the same note is, am I supposed to feel sorry for this man?
Yeah, because the phone rings and he trips on a toy and the apartment's kind of small.
Yeah.
And, hey, the babysitter.
Yeah, Jane Krakowski.
Yes, okay, I thought that was her.
So
I didn't
crazy.
bother looking up. I knew you'd know. So,
no,
okay.
I recognized the voice, and then it took me until the end credits to finally oh yeah, that is.
That is a diversion. There you go.
But she has no face in it. She's just a blonde
just
mop
walks
of
down a
hair.
hallway and gives little Ellen a present or something.
Yeah.
And off they go to their party.
Yeah.
And 2 minutes into this party, he is hitting on Glenn Close. So if you ever thought this was a movie about a guy who got caught up in something he didn't really understand.
Or the woman was like out to like land a big fish. No.
He hunted her down.
Yeah.
And gave her lines while they were ordering a drink. And his wife is not 10 feet away.
Yes.
So this is a movie about a man who deliberately hates his family and does not have enough, I don't know, like excitement or drama or something, and then sees a woman across this big party. Yeah. And then deliberately finds his way to be next to her at the bar and flirts with her in the most outrageous way possible.
Absolutely. I mean, it was not, I mean, they sort of...
Not subtle.
No, it was not subtle. They sort of position it as like, because he's in opposition. So Michael Douglas's character is Dan, Glenn Close is Alex. Dan has this like loudmouth friend who's like, you know that he's the loudmouth funny guy because he's fat.
Right.
And he really overtly hits on Alex, and she shoots him down with like daggers. And then Michael Douglas gets to play the charming,
move on in there,
like
sorry about my buddy.
Oh my God, it's such tragic wingman, like basic culture. Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing.
It is kind of embarrassing.
Also, though, can we salute 80s publishing parties?
Oh, yeah,
pretty great.
Man, I really wanted to be at that party.
Can you imagine? Yeah, it looked like pretty good food.
No, it looked like all the reasons you liked watching Sex and the City and all those different people she'd meet on the famous episode.
Totally.
Yeah, totally. I agree. We should go back to those days, but people don't read books anymore. So there we go. They watch movies like this. So then we begin... the story unfolds from there.
It turns out that he's like the lawyer for the place that she just got hired. She's an editor at the publishing house.
So they meet again on the weekend when his wife and daughter are out of town to go and look at a possible house they're going to move into in the suburbs.
Yeah, the wife wants to drag him to the suburbs.
Oh, and a big farmhouse.
And she can live near her parents. Oh, God. Yeah, and he's all like just this guy who's sort of having to go along with life.
He's the guy that talks about opera, and he's sophisticated, and he knows how to, like, oh, God, it's just... So then they meet up, and it is full on go out, like, he takes her out for dinner. Like, he is a predator. He knows exactly what he wants. And I'm not saying, I mean, Alex obviously knows, because there's the most important, obviously, part of this discussion is when she says, I'm discreet.
Yes, of course. And
so she makes him seem like, I know what we're doing here. You're cheating on your wife. Yeah. I'm the kind of gal you can do that with.
Yeah, and so she goes in eyes open.
Yep. So we think.
Mean, the one moment in their sort of negotiation for this affair, or this one night stand or whatever, that I do enjoy is she says something to the effect of like, "Is this going to happen?" And he's like, "You're the one who's going to make that decision." Yeah. So there's both. That's both strategic on his part as like the predator dude.
Yeah, like I didn't do anything here. Yeah, exactly.
But it also speaks to like consent, which is kind of a nice concept in films that is not explored very much, which is, I'm game, but you're going to make this decision as to whether
and
you're
going to make this decision based on knowing that I cannot fulfill any other promises for you.
Yes, this is just sex.
This is just sex.
Here we
go. And then we go about having that, I don't know, at the time, I think it was a racy sex scene. It just seems really embarrassing now.
Can I say, okay, so I watched this movie with my grandma.
Odd choice.
As I do. I told you I took her to American Psycho one time, and I didn't know about the double team threesome scene. Good Lord.
What about the murdering?
Oh, well, I mean, we watch murder TV shows together.
But you don't usually see big, horrible murders and murder TV shows.
Oh, no. Some of the ones that we watch.
After the fact.
Some of the ones we watch. I mean, there's some pretty graphic details on true crime nonsense. So I thought, okay, well, people, this is a suspenseful film. I'm sure she might like it. She'd never seen it. So we're watching this kitchen sex scene, which, okay, I would like to point out, these are two of my favorite details. For some reason, on the kitchen sink, her hands go into her sink, clatter around the dishes. She turns on the taps and rubs water all over herself and him.
Yeah.
In what can only be described as the least erotic addition to a sex scene I've ever... I don't mind water and sex, but it's not usually when someone is just palming water from the faucet and then throwing it at my head.
Yeah, and it was two things that struck me.
Yeah.
One is that it was a very unattractive faucet.
Well, you love a good kitchen.
I do.
Yeah.
You know me.
I do.
Nancy Myers would not let this pass. For a
no.
kitchen. Dishes in the sink. It's very kind of depressing.
Yeah, for sure.
And then she's in a loft, so the bed's right there.
Yeah.
It's dumb. I mean, you might want to say, I read the director, Adrian Lyne, saying that he thought it would be more interesting to not have sex in a bed. Do you know why people generally have sex in a bed?
Yeah, it's
comfortable.
A little more comfortable.
It's a lot more comfortable than the floor or a sink.
Yeah.
It's not erotic. It's uncomfortable. It looked like she was getting hurt, actually.
Yes, and I think that we're supposed to sort of,
we're supposed to think they're so animal that they couldn't even walk the 2 feet over to the bed.
Until after, when he carries her on his penis and throws her onto the bed.
Looked dangerous.
That looked dangerous.
I have a feeling that there are a lot of stories where that did not turn out well.
I am going to have to say that there is a good reason that there's not a lot of real penetrative sex in filmmaking in Hollywood, because I think that the things that they ask people to do, it's dangerous. You would require such danger.
He had to go down a stair.
Sure did.
With his pants around his ankles.
Yeah, no,
that did not look erotic at all.
None of it.
Seeing someone's white underwear on their ankles,
Agreed.
Nothing.
Agreed. I would like to point out, so Adrian Lyne, the director, we have talked about his water fetish in the past.
Yeah.
He directed Flashdance.
And 9.5 Weeks.
Yeah. He goes on to direct Unfaithful in the future. This is a man who really lays bare his, I think, personal erotic interests in his films. He's not subtle. He likes elevators, because you remember elevators.
Elevators. Yeah, he does.
He likes water. And he likes women in small underwear.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying that this is exclusive to him, because I'm sure there's a lot of other people who are super into it.
Mm-hmm.
But he's got a lot of tells.
We should do a whole episode on great cinematic sex scenes.
Yes.
The ones that really got us going.
Sure. Okay.
For lack of a better word.
Just because we now have been prompted by Adrian Lyne. We've basically been dared. We know his turn-ons.
Yeah.
Now we need to know our own and identify them for the public.
Yeah, if anyone has seen Out of Sight, Steven Soderbergh's film with George Clooney and Jennifer Lopez. Do you remember the sex scene?
Yes.
How good is that sex scene?
It's a good sex scene.
It's a great sex scene. And you know where it is? It's in a hotel bed. And it starts off with the two of them kind of feeling awkward, which was sweet. Okay, we're doing this. And there's been a lot of tension because we've been flirting for a while. I mean, obviously the fact that he's a convict and she's an FBI agent adds to the chemistry.
Of course, naturally.
But it's just so good.
Yeah.
And I know Steven Soderbergh has that jump cuts.
Yeah.
Which are really fascinating. You don't know if it's 2 minutes went by, 4 seconds, 3 hours. It's a really interesting style. But that scene, in fact, if you go on YouTube, you can just find that scene.
You know what? That sounds so much easier. I would just like to go home with the homework and watch all these sex scenes and then let's talk about them. Sounds great.
Exactly.
Sounds great.
This is not sexy.
No,
It's the least sexy, and I understand he was trying so hard to be sexy, and I think that, I don't care. Like, I felt like so.
It was, but I have to say, like, reading about all of the reaction to it in 1987, it was one of the most shocking sex scenes that people had ever seen. It was the sink. I think it was because he seems to take her breast into his mouth over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Between that sex scene and then the elevator sex scene, there seems like a tremendous amount of intimacy.
Yeah, it does. I just felt like it was trying so hard to be, look how crazy they are. They can't even, stay away from each other.
This is not a movie that's high on subtlety.
No, maybe that's... I guess that's what it is. And it strikes me as the only way those scenes sort of work to me, and it would not be in this movie, is if that happened and there was a laugh, because it's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, well, I mean, the director...
Like her ass is in the sink.
Oh, no, I know.
On top of the dishes. That is...
Trust me, you don't want to run into the fork you left. No, it's terrible. No, I mean, the director said he was... Allegedly, he had sex on a sink.
Yeah, I read that too. In college with a girl.
Yeah, sort of funny, blah, blah, blah. I mean, this is, again, I
know.
I don't know what to do with this person. I'm so fascinated to put together this, tether of his life through his films, because now we've talked about two of them, and Unfaithful is really interesting to me, even though...
The Diane Lane and Richard Gere?
Yeah, I mean, it's positioned as being the sort of alternative to Fatal Attraction.
She cheats and he's jealous.
But it's still a story about men and men and their jealousies and their and so it's I mean, I don't think this guy is capable necessarily outside of Flashdance perhaps of making even that movie often is about men and their relationship to...
And so 9.5 Weeks is also about two people that we're going to be like the most kinky and erotic we can be for 9.5 weeks. I don't know if they actually set the limit or that's just how long their relationship went.
Yeah, I mean, I have a problem watching Mickey Rourke be sexy, knowing reading all of the horrible things I have about his real life sort of.
Yeah.
I say that as someone who watched The Wrestler and enjoyed it, but
I did too.
I mean, he is kind of like
a rumblefish. He's just so beautiful.
But he's just not a good dude.
And Diner. This is not to suggest
I know.
that we will be doing a Mickey Rourke retrospective at all.
I would need so many showers after that. God.
Anyway, so this sex scene happens. We'll just take it back. And then he ends up spending more time with her. And they have a nice time. And he does say to her... when he's got to go, that look, maybe if I wasn't married, but I am.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with my marriage except I'm a jerk.
Yep.
But if things were different, I'd probably like you, which is our first red flag.
Totally. Oh my God.
Red flag.
The guy that can't just leave and has to make sure that he keeps the woman obsessed with him.
Yeah.
He has to be the good guy all the time.
Yeah.
And he has to position himself as the good guy all the time. Red flag everywhere.
Yeah. And you know what? And this is really dumb, but can I tell you one thing that really upset me?
Please.
So he goes home and finds out his wife and daughter are going to stay away another night.
Yep.
She calls and he goes back again.
Yep.
Now, what he says to her is, I have my dog. And she says, bring my dog. I find that so gross that he brought his family dog.
My other note to myself is, how dare this man bring his family dog.
It's so disgusting.
To go run around with this woman in the park. I was so upset.
How could he bring that dog home to be with his daughter and his wife again?
I was so upset, honestly.
Okay.
This is so crazy. But yeah, I was so upset.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was so mad.
That is just an awful anyway.
Yeah.
So that's when he goes back there to the house. She makes dinner and then, she goes through a lot of emotional ups and downs.
She seems to be swinging from a pretty thin rope.
Yeah, she's not happy with this new arrangement, which actually is not an arrangement.
No, I don't know. So there's a real strong pivot.
Yeah, there sure is. And, are we talking about slicing your wrists open?
Yeah, sure. So when this movie was made in 1987, there was certainly not as much information as we have now about mental health and about different things. So I mean, a lot of Glenn Close particularly, who has done a lot of work for mental health organizations.
She has for her family members.
Yeah, she really regrets not knowing more about the different disorders. At the time, the movie is just positioned as she's a psycho stalker and a crazy woman, and this is what happens to unhinged women. So I feel strongly like we have to go with what the movie tells us at that point, but also acknowledge that watching it in 2017 is very different because you're just like, oh no,
I know, and the things like you said, you have to go with this movie. You have to go with what they're telling you.
Yeah.
So we see her so upset that he's leaving that she tries to commit suicide in front of him. She slices her wrists open.
Yeah.
And it's a very creepy when she just comes out and
it's actually like really beautifully filmed.
It is, and also just as another digression, one thing they decided to do was, instead of making her the femme fatale always in black, all of her is white.
Yeah,
the clothing, the house.
Yeah.
It's a really interesting idea that to kind of throw you off, that she always looks so pure and kind of perfect.
Yes.
In this white ensemble. So again, with the white T-shirt and no pants.
Oh, I know.
That's Adrian's look,
thing. And so so this is like the movie. This is the moment where you understand that this is definitely going to be not just a psychological thriller, but I think kind of there's elements of horror here, right?
Yes.
So she touches his face with her hands after they've had this fight, and he's leaving because she's like kind of physically assaulted him.
Yeah.
And so then she comes and she's like, oh, won't you just like, we have to say goodbye properly. Like, she seems all sweetness and light. And she touches his face with the sides of his face with her hands. She has these red nails. And as she pulls her hands down his face, there's these smears of blood. And it's so disturbing and so creepy. And like the horror is quite intense.
Yeah.
But what I would say would be kind of more horrific is that he just wraps her wrists in gauze, watches her sleep for a while, gets up the next morning, doesn't say, how are you?
Yeah.
It's like, I gotta go.
Yeah.
Like, and he's like
not, that would strike me as a emergency visit.
Yes.
For lots of reasons.
So many reasons.
Yeah.
But you take someone to the hospital, like you get them help. Like you know, it's not like in this and this like, again, twisted world of Dan, this whole like, well, I'm just that much man.
Yeah, you
she
can't live without
me.
Yeah.
Like, it's because what happens like a few weeks later, like she's, you know, Alex is sort of apologizing, like, oh, I can't believe I did that, you know. And a few weeks later, she shows up at his office to just be like, hey, I'm sorry about what happened. She's apologizing to him for this like sort of dramatic act. And he, in no way, his brain is not like, oh, this woman needs help.
Yeah.
No, he can barely keep his erection out of his hands.
Oh, I know.
And he says to her, you look really good.
Yeah, you look great.
Really great.
Yeah.
And he's
complete sadness and grief and near suicide really suits you in that black leather jacket.
Yeah, I'm so into this. And I just,
And then she offers him 2 tickets to Madame Butterfly, which is, I guess, our kind of...
Oh, yeah, they had bonded over it.
The subtle sort of thing, because the woman in Madame Butterfly goes mad.
And she kills herself.
And she kills herself.
But they had, like, bonded over this Madame Butterfly in the park, and they each have, like, their own sort of sad story around it.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then the other thing that happens is she says she's pregnant.
Oh, yeah, well... So she invites him to the opera.
Yeah, he says no.
He says no. He's like
committed
to his wife.
Now.
We're ending this now. Blah blah blah. So she keeps calling.
Yeah.
And then eventually, oh, I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
Oh. And
so he does find out from the doctor, and because I would be all really,
so
like that seems quick.
The doctor allegedly confirms it, and he's starting to get really creeped out because obviously she's calling more and more. She's suddenly pregnant. Like his whole
everything
fragile little straw house is going to come down all around him.
Yeah.
And she's getting more and more aggressive. And he, in turn, is getting a little bit loonier.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he breaks into her home to search for, like, evidence that
she's had some other lover or somebody.
So all he finds is, like, a pregnancy test and, like...
That's why he phones a doctor. And,
Yeah. But, you know, I will say, like, so she continued to sort of, like, I mean, she continues to sort of harass him a little bit, but apparently she's pregnant and she would like to sort of address this with him, whatever. And I made a point of noting, he's the one who escalates to physical violence first.
Yes.
Like, he says, I'm going to kill you.
If you come near my family.
Yeah. If you come near my family, I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's a real pivotal turning point that no one really talks about as, like, the point of escalation. Like, I mean, maybe she would have continued to be doing this sort of, like, light harassment and stalking, and he would have, you know, she obviously wants him to come clean to his family and leave his family and come to her because she's pregnant. But regardless, like, she, at this point, it's no way physically violent, except that she has committed, like, she's done violence to herself.
Yeah, and then we get that great line, well, I'm 36, this could be my only chance.
Yes.
Oh, there we go.
Yep.
That's so sad.
Yep.
What a sad, sad woman.
Yeah.
And then, again, another layer of the creepiness of this movie is then the director bothers to show us how Michael Douglas is now falling in love with his wife again. Oh, she's
so
actually
romantic.
been quite attractive the whole time. And she's actually been really lovely. And wow, like, she's like a super cool dresser and takes care of our kid and leaves me food in the fridge and found us this great house. And I have to do nothing at all to earn this.
Yeah.
Except get up in the morning.
Yeah.
That is it.
Yeah, there is very little required of him in his
and
life.
so the director lingers over when he's looking at her putting on makeup, and you're so beautiful, and you can see the inside of his mind. Like, what was I thinking?
Yes.
Why did I cheat? What a bad man I have when I had all of this.
Yeah. Lisa is over this. Over this hardcore.
That's where I would have turned it off. Really. I was just so frustrated, you know.
It is really frustrating, but it's also... because it just from there goes to these like increasingly desperate, weird, strange moments.
Yeah, they do. And also there's such a weird, we don't know anything about Alex at all, and nobody cares to show us anything about her. So she has a job, a good job.
But she's only been there 4 weeks.
Oh, yeah, but and a spectacular home. I mean, I guess the meatpacking district, literally the meatpacking district in 1987.
Sure was. Sure was.
Now you have to just hear that's what it was called.
Nope, they were.
This is hauling the meat there.
They were dodging open cans of fire.
Yeah.
Slabs of pork.
That's another thing that Adrienne Lynn likes is women living in weird homes.
Yes. Yes.
That's sexy to him.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
Unconventional homes.
Oh, he loves a wild woman.
A wild woman. Yeah, she's got brick on the wall. But then Anne Archer, his wife, is like so perfect. She's just the absolute example of the most perfect woman you could imagine. In fact, I said to you, if I could have Anne Archer as a wife, my life would be perfect.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, what would you need?
No, nothing.
If Anne Archer was your wife?
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Nope.
So yeah, let's just skip to the end because that's the big part. So
wait. I want to just before we get to the very end. Can we deal with boiling bunnies?
Oh.
And can we deal with the creepy roller coaster ride with
when she kidnaps his?
And I also just want to briefly touch on Ellen again because so those are the three things I'd like to before we get to like just murder.
Okay, so they buy the house in the country.
Yeah.
He kind of has this feeling like he's escaped this now. Yeah. He's in. I don't know why.
No one can find you in Connecticut. That's what I've heard, right?
No one can look you up on 411 or something like that.
Well, they didn't have Google.
Nope. So she follows him home.
Yes.
To his new house in the country.
Yes. She has already infiltrated his apartment.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She went to see about the cell was for sale, and she pretended to be a prospective buyer, and that's actually a pretty good scene.
It's a good scene.
That is. I'll give that one scene where he has to talk and meet her, and his wife is like, "Oh, she's thinking about buying a new place because she's having a baby coming."
Single mom.
Yeah, I get a feeling she's not with anyone.
Yeah.
That was actually
it's a good scene.
It was actually a good scene.
I also think the scene where Dan's wife finds out is pretty spectacular.
Yeah.
Because she finds out after Glenn Close Alex has kidnapped his child and taken her...
Oh, and boiled the bunny first.
Oh, sorry. She boiled the bunny first. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Yeah. She boiled the bunny. And that's when he told her after the bunny boiling incident.
Yeah.
So little Ellen comes home. Well, actually, another quite interesting scene I thought was very clever. I mean, I wish I did know more about Alex, but when she gets out of the car and sees Dan go in the house with the new bunny in the cage, because that's what Ellen really wanted as a bunny.
Yeah.
Which is not cute, because you've seen the movie and you know that bunny's about to die, and it's very sad. brings it in, and there's this scene where they're all sitting by the fire.
And they're so happy.
And she vomits.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
It's a powerful scene.
It really is.
Yeah, it's a powerful scene. I mean,
just the retching. You can, it was, in those show don't tell moments. Wow, was that powerful.
Yeah, I mean, she has like just sort of, I don't know where she got the acid to rust out his car, but it's a great move.
Oh, it's
some pretty clever business she's got there.
Yeah. So then we go through a well-edited scene the next day where the family comes home and Mom, Ann Archer, walks into the house at the same time as little Ellen is running to the bunny hutch in the backyard.
Yeah.
Dan's kind of between the two.
Yep.
And then she opens the door and something is simmering on the stove.
Yeah.
She did not leave a big pot simmering on the stove.
And I will say, Alex knows how long to boil a bunny, because, I mean, that was simmering perfectly when she got home.
It sure was. It didn't boil over or anything.
Didn't boil over at all.
No, did not make a mess in the kitchen.
I'll give it to Alex. She knows how to cook. I think that's, we proved that many times in this film.
But do we ever know why?
She knows how to cook?
So no, but the boiling,
I think it was the retching. She was so upset.
Go upset about the bunny that represented some kind of, I guess. Yeah, so at the same time little Ellen screams because her bunny's not in the hutch is the same time that Ann Archer screams. Kind of a power of that one.
It's good. It's, because they are the collateral damage for what this man has done.
Yeah. So little Ellen goes to sleep crying, as one does. And
after your bunny's been boiled.
Which is gotta be.
Can you imagine?
I don't even know how to even.
It's hard.
Anyway, then that's when Dan has to confess.
Yeah, and it's it's a good scene. It's a really good scene. But the thing that broke my heart, and this is, I can't believe Fatal Attraction made me cry. Oh. But when Ellen comes out, she's hearing her parents fight, and she's just lost her bunny.
Yeah.
And she's stroking this little stuffed unicorn, and just because they're screaming at each other, and she's trying to calm herself. So she's petting this unicorn, and she's just crying. Oh my God, her little face.
Where is Ellen now? Do we know?
I have no idea, but I want to look it up.
Honestly, of all, we've seen a lot of kids in movies.
All the kid actors in terms of endearment, also fantastic.
Yes.
And this Ellen kid. These are now my favorite children in terms of,
Oh my gosh, yeah, she's just the sweetest thing. So then, as you said, later on, things are in chaos and sadness, and then Alex goes and kidnaps Ellen from the school and takes her on a weird carnival.
Super creepy. It's the
it is.
If you don't want to watch this film because you're like, oh, these things sound kind of too crazy. Honestly, just watching the scary roller coaster ride with
and her menacing face and the little girl should not be on this. She is not old enough for this.
She is not old enough. She is both petrified and having the time of her life.
Yeah.
And Alex's face is just terrifying.
It's so evil.
Yeah.
It is so evil. She has moved into a new, almost a, what would you call it? How they would say if someone's about to die from tuberculosis, they get into some kind of weird state.
Well, a dissociative state?
That's what she's in now.
Yeah,
Alex has switched.
Yeah.
She has gone. She is not whoever was.
There's a hard right angle.
And she is not herself anymore. She's just kind of this machine that is out to destroy this family.
Totally.
In the slowest, meanest way possible.
I mean, she is good at psychological warfare. And terrorizing people. She is.
So she drives little Ellen home. Meanwhile, her mom had been trying to find her, smashes her cars in the hospital.
Yeah.
Drops little Ellen off. Doesn't know if anyone's in the house. Nope. She's a 5-year-old. Doesn't know.
And also, your 5-year-old's missing, and there's no police outside your house?
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, whatever.
Maybe they were in there, and that's why she was able to get to the hospital quickly. So
maybe. Oh, I guess she was in the hospital, so yeah. Okay, fair enough.
So then we're at the final, just brutal stage of this movie.
Yes.
Which is complicated by the alternate ending.
Yeah. So the ending that the alternate ending is the one that we live with as this film.
Yeah.
This is the one that everyone knows. Glenn Close is Alex is just completely unraveled. She breaks into the home. Apparently they don't lock the doors even though they know they're under attack from this woman.
It's in the country.
Why not? No big deal. So she comes in, she's brandishing a knife. She creeps up on Anne Archer in the bathroom, and they fight over the knife. Dan rushes in, drowns her.
So he thinks.
And then she leaps up back to life suddenly, and Anne Archer shoots her 3 times in the chest, or 2 times in the chest. I don't know. And it's like...
Which is, again, being a Canadian, I'm all like, why does she have a gun?
Well, yeah, they do show the gun, so you know it's going to come into play at some
but you know
point.
what I mean? Like, why do they have guns? But anyway,
yeah. No, it's, I mean, and so, like, and so watching Dan strangle her, this is I forgot to mention this, but I wanted to bring it up. Even though we know that this Alex is unhinged and unwell, they have this huge physical fight in Alex's apartment, a bit earlier in the film, and Michael Douglas's character attacks her. And it's so violent. And I don't think I will ever in my brain be able to watch a man physically assault a woman in that kind of close quarters and that kind of intimacy, filmed in that way, and feel like it's justified.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it was really disturbing.
It was really disturbing because he really played it to, like, he really was holding himself back from killing her.
Yes.
Like, that was what the goal was.
Yeah.
And he was doing everything in his power not to actually murder her.
And it's only because she has threatened to undo his happy life.
Yes, exactly.
She hasn't physically assaulted him yet.
No.
She hasn't physically gone after his wife and kid. Like, she hasn't done anything that's a physical threat yet. Again, only violence to herself. And he breaks into her apartment and... like,
chases her down the hall
and attacks her.
Yeah.
And I understand. She does brandish a knife at one point.
Yep.
But he's already assaulted her.
She's a good button pusher. We'll give her that.
She is, for sure. But, like, nothing ever sort of justifies that level of violence in it.
No, it doesn't.
And it speaks, I think, a lot in a lot of ways that, like, people just, like, casually are like, oh, cool. I mean, she deserves it. She gets what she deserves.
Well, which is what happened. So the original ending that's not the original ending of the film.
No.
They were brought back to do that.
Yes.
Because the original ending of the film was that Glenn Close commits suicide and leaves a knife with his fingerprints on it.
Yeah. So she frames Dan.
So she frames him.
Yeah.
Which is a kind of a Madame Butterfly, which would make sense.
Totally.
Test audiences wanted her dead.
Yes.
In a brutal, brutal way. And in fact... you did lots of research. I did too about, reading some of the think pieces that have come out, like, reviews at the time and now. But the test audiences basically wanted to see her dead. And as, people noted, is that what she had done is broken up the family.
Yes.
And we need to see the family come back together. That is what's really important here.
Yeah.
Is that family unit stay together. Mm-hmm. And that's why it was important to have Anne Archer do the killing.
Yeah.
Because then she had blood on her hands too.
Yeah.
It wasn't just him.
It's so twisted and
so that way
weird.
they could stay together.
Like,
that they were both in on this.
Yeah, honestly, those motivations that please a test audience are more disturbing to me.
Oh gosh, I know, it's horrific. It's horrific.
Yeah.
And nobody, the people who did it didn't want to do it, but if the measurement of success is a successful movie financially, well, they won.
They did. And that movie, I mean, it was one of the most talked about films of the year. To this day, there's still bunny boiler is code for, like,
the crazy woman.
Stalker, crazy woman.
Yeah, did she boil your bunny? Oh,
yeah.
I know it's so sad. And then it also became this kind of this about how you keep your man in line. Make sure you take him to Fatal Attraction so he knows that he shouldn't be stooping the gal at work.
Yeah.
Like, and people coming up saying, you kept our marriage together. Whoa.
I know.
Whoa. I think you guys have some big problems if Fatal Attraction kept your marriage together.
Like, for real big problems.
Yeah, you should really be consulting a professional here.
Maybe just leave each other. It's fine to let it go.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh my God.
And it is creepy that some people, like the director Brian De Palma, who also has a very questionable film career when it comes to females.
Yes.
Said that he thought it was like what did he call it? A post-AIDS or a post-feminist AIDS tale. And he said it was about the punishment of enjoying sex.
Yeah, I mean,
Which somehow, I mean, I think we've got past the point of thinking that AIDS was some kind of sex curse.
No, you'd hope.
I mean, the fact that he would even use that language together, it was so disturbing. But
there were a lot of people at the time who were writing that this was the first movie after the AIDS crisis, or that sort of spoke to the AIDS crisis and the need to make sure that you're always wearing protection, that you know who you're sleeping with, like these kinds of conversations. And I do not think that this movie actually deals with that at all.
No.
All to me it does is be like, moral panic. What are single working women doing to screw up your happy family?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, that's what it is. And you've always got to be on guard. Who is the sexy woman at the party? Then again, that's why I don't like Love Actually. When Alan Rickman and Emma Thompson says, be careful of that one.
Yeah. No, I know.
Maybe they hadn't seen Fatal Attraction.
Oh, they should have. That said, I really enjoyed this, even though it's super disturbing on many. Glenn Close is amazing.
It's one of those things where everyone is so good in it that you go past all of those things. You just go on this journey because Michael Douglas is so solidly good.
Yeah.
Like all of those incarnations we were saying about, like seedy man to being in love to being so angry.
Yeah.
And just watching this person go through all of this. And Glenn Close is so perfect. She is sexy and terrifying, and the only person who really is not given much is Anne Archer, but that kind of tends to be the rest of her career. She's like Harrison Ford's wife and others. She's always
and she's so good, and she deserves.
She is.
More.
She deserves a lot more.
She really deserves more. We have to wrap it up, but I just wanted this interview that was done in People magazine about Anne Archer and how this was like her comeback. It has a very mean title, but I can't remember it right now. But anyway, she said that so Fatal Attraction so changed the landscape of America in like 1987 and into 1998 or 1988. Anne Archer told People that she gets 30 calls a day from friends who've seen Fatal Attraction, some wishing her well, some wanting to confide a pale version of a fatal-esque scenario. She said, I've had a number of men friends tell me of a woman who became insistent, intrusive, and difficult or threatening.
Okay, can we just have a little bit of fact check on this one about the number of women who are murdered?
Yeah. No, I
by
know.
their ex-partners or current partners.
Oh, I know. It's completely
stalked
horrifying.
By them.
Yep.
You know, it is shocking.
Yes.
That this is the scenario that is sold.
Totally.
Yeah.
And sold again and again and again.
And again and again.
And women are told they're crazy when they are worried about an ex. It's ugh.
Yeah.
Blech.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. So, and it's not sexy and it's not fun.
Nope.
It's just awful. So, yeah, I mean, that's got to be the biggest flaw in a movie with a lot of flaws. But yes, you're right. At the end of the day, what a thriller.
I mean, this is a very problematic film.
Yes.
But
keeps you on the edge of your seat.
I still enjoyed it. And, I mean, Grandma was like, I could have done without all the sex, but she enjoyed it as well.
Yeah. You know, I mean, I just, you know, I watched another, a really interesting French film on Netflix. Mm-hmm. This isn't my recommendation, but it was just that the little synopsis said during a night with a shocking sexual thing happens, and I'm all, what could that be? Let's watch. And I did. And it turned out it was that she bit his lip very hard and it bled.
Wow, shocking.
So I'm like 90% through the movie still waiting and thought, oh, nope, I guess that was it.
Wow.
So everyone has a
sexual thing. And this is a French film? Because
yes.
I have been led to believe that the French have a higher standard for shocking.
Right, which is what sucked me in, and I think maybe it was just false advertising.
I'm so sorry.
And I fell for it.
So sorry. So sorry.
That's not my recommendation.
Does this film pop?
Well, of course it still has its pop. I mean, I don't know. This is the hardest one I've ever had to negotiate.
It is, yeah, because I mean, there's a lot of things about it that I would never recommend.
But in terms of it keeping, I mean, it's a well-made movie about a subject matter I find is dated.
Fair enough. Yeah, I would say that I think the performances pop.
Yes.
I kind of hate the film.
Yeah. I'm with you on that one, 100%.
All right.
could pivot ourselves into something we actually just categorically like.
Yeah, please tell me about yours.
Well, I have now found a new murder series on Netflix called Hinterland.
Oh, I haven't watched it.
It's Welsh.
Uh-huh.
So it actually has a title in Welsh, which of course I can't pronounce.
Sure.
And it is claim to fame is that it's actually, I think from what I read, is that it's the first bilingual Welsh-English TV show.
Intriguing.
Now, it was also part of some kind of deal that the BBC made where there wasn't enough original Welsh programming. Every state broadcaster, I guess, has to deal with who's represented and who isn't if it's your taxpayers'
of course, yeah,
dollars,
for sure,
right?
Yeah.
So it's into its third season now.
Mm-hmm.
So I've only watched 4 episodes, just getting to know our characters. There's the mystery guy that's come to town. He's got some kind of family thing. We don't know why he's there.
Mm-hmm.
But as in terms of Wales is beautiful, and it's this old city that's like medieval that again is in Welsh. So it's like.
Oh, cool.
Something along those lines.
Neat.
And it's fantastic.
Your pronunciation's flawless.
Isn't
if I know.
Honestly, I've tried lots of to fake that I could do the Welsh accent is tricky.
Yeah.
And the language is really tricky.
For
So
sure.
it's super beautiful and really dark and brooding.
Cool.
So if that's what you're looking for, Hinterland.
I look forward to it. I'm going to recommend, because I'm behind on the times, can't watch everything. I finally finished Fargo season 2.
Oh, I was telling you a million times, how good is that?
Yes, it's
that
great.
is one of the best TV series I think of all time.
I love it a lot. I'm going to say that I actually love season 1 more than season 2 even, which I understand.
Yes.
No, everyone has a different opinion. I understand.
Mm-hmm.
I just love Alison Tolman so much that season 1 really like it feels. Season 2 feels like they're like, oh, we really hit it out of the park with season 1. So now a lot more famous people are going to come on board.
Yeah.
And we're going to just go harder.
I like the more artistic filming style of the second season.
The more artistic filming
and
style
the music
is good.
and the kind of atmosphere.
Yeah. I find I'm always going to take umbrage with Native American characters that are sort of cast as these like silent savages. I like season 2 has that as a thing, and it's
self-referent. Like they know what they're doing, though. It's not.
I know.
Yeah,
it doesn't taste good.
Yes. Okay.
To watch it.
Fair enough.
I do, and I'm very curious about like. I would like to discuss just Kristen Dunst's character of the whole season with you at some point. I think it would be so interesting.
Yes.
So interesting. Anyway, but I loved it overall.
Yeah.
Again,
okay.
You know, with me, I always have these problems that I have to like separate.
Yep, nope. It's never a light moment with you, as I always say.
It really isn't.
It's quite. You know, it's why I love you.
Thanks.
If you started just being light and frivolous, I'd worry, and I'd have to have you checked.
Well, I did start this podcast talking about my shy poops.
You did.
So, I mean, I did what I could.
And we wrap it up here, didn't we?
Thank you, everyone, for listening. You can hang out with us on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram. All have different addresses, so you just have to find us, which is so fun. But no, you could just email us as well if you like. Oh, also we have 2 email addresses. So everything, we're just giving you all the options, and none of them easy.
Oh,
but you can find us on iTunes. But you're probably listening to us already.
It's a good guess. It's a good guess. And we record at the Vancouver Public Library. Andrea Jin is the producer of this fine program, and we thank you very much for listening.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.